Comparing renting and buying. We have the following rental cost given to us: annual rent $75.20, insurance $152, security deposit $1,050, and the following buying cost. Looks like annual mortgage, which was $10,600, and of that total, $96.06 was interest. Property taxes we had to pay of $21.70. Insurance, maintenance, and maintenance $19.20. Down payment and closing costs $4,500. Equity in the in the growth in the equity, which means our property value went up by $255. The equity in our property went up to $255. That's the amount that we actually have in it, which is the principal amount being paid off the loan. And the estimated annual appreciation of the property is going up $3,000 in this case this year. Assume an after-tax savings rate of 5% and a tax rate of 28%. Part A asks the question, calculate the total rental cost and total buying cost. Now keep in mind that these things we're going to make comparisons for are just things on paper. These are not what I call the qualitative things, like for example, it may take a lot longer to sell a property that you buy than to just cut the lease on something, or rental properties usually are cheaper, but usually you don't have as much privacy, and those kind of things. So that we're not looking at the qualitative issues, only the black and white quantitative numbers. So the cost to rent. Let's see what the cost to rent is. The cost to rent is going to be, of course, the rent of $75.20, and it's also going to be the insurance that was up here. Let me get it so you see both these things here. The insurance of $152, that's part of the cost of rent, renter's insurance. And then this security deposit, we're going to get that back, hopefully, assuming we're going to get that back, although in the real world that doesn't necessarily happen. But what we do lose is we lose the opportunity to put this into a savings account and earn interest on it. So there's going to be a interest lost on the, as you might say, it's an opportunity cost of $53, which is 5% of that $1,050. So the total quantitative cost to rent is $77.25. $77.25. Now, the cost to buy. Let's see. The cost to buy will be the initial mortgage payments of $10,600, which they showed up here, right? And it'll also be the taxes, insurance, and maintenance fees, which if you add up the property taxes here of $21.70 and the insurance and maintenance fees of $19.20, you'll get a total out-of-pocket of $4,090. So that's another amount of money we're going to have to pay as a cost of buying. Then it says that we've got interest lost on down payment and closing cost of $225. And what that boils down to is this 5% that we could have earned for the down payment of $4,500, and the let's see, and down. In other words, the 5% of this $4,500, we could have used it somewhere else if we didn't buy this house, and put it in the bank and got interest on it at 5%. And that's what this $225 is. They also told us that we have increased our equity, which is a minus towards the cost of buying. In other words, this is something that reduces our cost of buying by $255, and it was listed up here. Also, any kind of appreciation, if the property appreciates in value, that it also reduced our cost of buying. In this case, it's by $3,000. And then the mortgage expense, the interest on this was $96.06, and if we're in the 28% tax bracket, that means that we're going to save 28% because it's a tax deductible item on this interest, and it's going to lower our taxes down by that much. And so we're going to have tax savings of $26.90 on the interest. That is 28% times $96.06, and we're also going to have tax savings on the property taxes that we had to pay, which were $21.70 times 28%, or $608. So the cost of buying, after you figure all these things in, is going to be $83.62. So cost of buying $83.62, cost of renting is $77.25, and on paper it looks like that renting is the way to go. Let's see if there's anything else on this. I guess that's it.